Epstein's alive. Pizzagate. The earth is flat. Hollow. Space is fake. You're part of the cabal. Man.
The Q Report.
Trump. He was supposed to step down to allow JFK Jr. to take power, as he would have had Hillary not killed him back in 1999, orchestrated that plane crash. And then disgraced National Security Advisor Michael Flynn would be his vice president. Okay, so that's option one. Option two, which gets a little bit more fanciful, there's numerology involved and things of that nature. So the numerology has told this other Q influencer, I guess we'll call him, that the Kennedy bloodline is directly related to Christ. So what's going to happen in this reality is that JFK Jr. and Sr. and Jackie, they come back. They're alive. Yep. I don't know why Jackie's involved. Just pink business suits, maybe. I don't know. So JFK Sr., Jr., and Jackie come back. Fucking, they reveal to the world that they're basically holy people, prophets, if you will, of Christ. JFK Sr. will travel around the world for 7 days before passing away and going back to the heavens. I would assume this is definitely got to be based in Christian mythology.
Wait, is it? Wait, hold on. I got a question though. So does JFK have his muffin top, or is he?
I would assume that it's been repaired. I'd assume there's a good body shop in heaven or wherever.
Body of Christ, boy. Body of Christ.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume, I don't really know, they didn't dive into that portion of it, but I believe he has it. So anyway, he wanders the world like a prophet for 7 days, passes away. But before he passes away, he hands over power of the presidency to Trump, because if JFK just walks back into the presidency, you know, that Democrat that everyone loves. Anyway, he hands over power back to Trump, and JFK Jr. becomes his vice president, and all is well with the world. Maybe. So those are your two variations of it. Like I said, thousands of people flew to Dallas for this specific purpose, and guess what, guys? Nothing happened.
We were just discussing bait and switch opportunities. I don't know what you would want to do with this crowd that showed up for this event in Texas, but I'm certain to think there might be some good bait and switch there. You know, sterilize that crowd.
You sell your wares. Like, I think that's just what Q is now. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna get them to go to Topeka, Kansas, for a rally. And then what we'll do is we'll just ship a ton of T-shirts and flags and fucking hats over there, and we'll make some money, and we'll get on out of there.
And why?
I think that's what it is.
Why in the fuck would the second alternative or theory that you gave me? Why would Junior step in any? He was Jack. He was fucking JFK Jr. He didn't do anything political. If you're the old man came back, that makes sense. You know, slip him right in somewhere. Get him fucking making some decisions.
If you're a 107-year-old man with I don't know, half your skull missing, I mean, obviously, you should be stepping into power.
Yeah. You know, you come out looking like fucking Beetlejuice and rock and roll this goddamn thing.
This is where you see how I have to write these things down, because they get so muddy, man. JFK technically doesn't count as president because we stopped being a country before he was president.
Yeah, long before.
So, then why does he automatically? You see what I mean? I literally reread it again before we went on, and I was like,
"Well, don't forget the Kennedys are a direct line to Christ, so that's you know, they figured that out." And why stop there? You get Bobby, you get Ted back, getting the band back together, man. Getting the fucking.
Okay, I hope that this is a positive thing, and by saying this is a positive thing, okay, it's kind of like what was said. You kind of tag in some way. You tag these people, and you realize that. I'm not saying they're unworthy. They're Americans. They get to live with life, liberty, and the pursuit of more Q reports. But we at least know. I hope this weeds out like we'll say the fringe person who potentially thought that there was something. Because look, bottom line is the government shady operation. It's a shady organization. They've done some shady shit in the past. They've done some shady shit to their own countrymen. And so I understand why some people become disenfranchised with the political system could buy into something like someone with security clearance leaking secrets. This, if you still buy into it, after JFK, 107 with a bullet hole through the back of his head, JFK Jr., who did a short approach somewhere in the Atlantic, and Jackie O, who would be 92 and the oldest cancer survivor that died of cancer in the history of cancer people, they all showed up in Dealey Plaza. If you believe any of that, yeah, you have to really double take your life and your perspectives on things.
Yeah, I heard more believable stories from the patients my mother worked with at the Veterans Hospital in Perry Point. And some of those people suffered from some severe schizophrenia and post-traumatic stress disorder. And I heard some more believable things while playing pool with some of these guys as a kid. Think about that.
I do think about that. That explains a lot.